Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to class. We have the Gemolition Derby Prizewall. So let's bro. First off, big shout out to Jay Nasty Booty. And as always, it depends on your rooster or your roster. Whatever's on your roster right now is going to make the ultimate decision. Whatever helps your roster right away, that's what you really should go and spend your prize wall medallions on. So the first thing, and I guess the most shiny thing, and all the shiny things, is all the different gears that are on here. So the first thing you're going to consider when looking at this prize wall is, do I have enough medallions to get a gear that is going to give one of my superstars that I have on my roster and take them to the next level? Is there something that I have that is going to increase my roster and make it better for someone that I already use? And that's a difficult calculation because there's lots of different ones on here. So let's say, for example, you want to bring up your Tori Wilson and you're going to use her as a Hall of Fame female in the future and you want to get her gold gear, then maybe that's something you should spend the tokens on. But if you have DX Triple H and you don't use DX Triple H, and you don't plan to use on DX Triple H for a while, even with this gear, is it worth the cost? Especially considering how pricey some of these are, right? They're in the tens of thousands. So keep that in mind. Is the gear that I am picking up actually going to help somebody that I will use right now in this current meta? And if it isn't, then I would consider looking elsewhere. Or if that calculation doesn't matter to you, then try to pick up as many gears as you can at low cost that you don't have, that you might then be able to build on a character that you will eventually use, but maybe not use all the time. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if it's a gear for someone that you're not using, but that's all the coins that you have for it, then take that gear. And you know what? Take it as a free gear and move on in that sense. But if you're like me, sometimes the gear doesn't matter in that sense. So if that's the case, then maybe turn your attention elsewhere. Turn it to things that will increase your roster, like gold Hall of Fame tokens, which we all need, and we all need in large amounts. Maybe you have a lot of bronze Hall of Famers, the old style, the old classes, that maybe need some love, and you need some of those tokens, and you're not getting enough of them on the Showdown prize wall. Maybe pick up some there. Or you can go for some econ as well too. So this prize wall has basically two tiers. One is that there are some gears on here that are very helpful that'll take people to the next level. And then there's a whole bunch of resources on here that you can pick up. So if you cannot afford a gear that's going to be game changing, right? So for certain superstars, if you have two of their gears and a plate, they become much better, like Snoop, right? Or did you get Hall of Fame Brutus the Barber, but you want to get one of his gears? If you've seen my video, you know that one gear on Brutus makes a massive difference. So that might be something to consider. It helps him in the current meta. Did you get Grayson Waller, but you want one of his gears? That's something to consider. Same with Jim Neidhart. Same with Tori Wilson. So a gear that is going to help somebody that you're actually going to use is what you should be looking for based on what's on your roster. Last but not least on here, unless you're actually chasing 5,000 shards to recruit Ray is free if you get the 4 medallions. We are on the third one this midweek. There's going to be another midweek one next week, and he should be 3-star for whoever can get him. So unless you want the 250 shards, I'd probably spend that on econ instead. All right, thanks for coming to class. Let me know in the comments what you ended up getting from this prize wall. And I hope you come to class again soon. Thank you so much for coming on by. Brofessor, out.